The film opens in Alexandria, Egypt, where Cleopatra is seen as a curious young girl receiving an elite education. Under the tutelage of Greek scholars, she studies mathematics, astronomy, and philosophy, preparing for her future role. After the death of her father, Ptolemy the Mountain, Cleopatra finds herself in a power struggle with her younger brother, Ptolemy III, who has seized control with the backing of his advisors. Cleopatra is forced into exile, but vows to reclaim her throne. Cleopatra smuggles herself into Caesar's chambers, rolled in a carpet. Once unwrapped, she uses her charisma and intellect to form an alliance, knowing that Caesar's power can help her regain control of Egypt. With Caesar's support, Cleopatra raises an army and returns to Alexandria. A fierce battle ensues between Cleopatra's forces and her brother's army. Eventually, Cleopatra's forces are victorious, and she is restored to the throne. Cleopatra and Caesar develop a romantic relationship that goes beyond politics. Together, they visit the great wonders of Egypt, from the pyramids to the Sphinx. Cleopatra's son, Caesarion, is born, and she dreams of an empire where Egypt and Rome rule side by side. As Cleopatra's ambitions grow, so do the dangers in Rome. Caesar is assassinated by members of the Senate, leaving Cleopatra vulnerable. She flees Rome, returning to Egypt to protect her son and her kingdom from the political chaos. Years after Caesar's death, Cleopatra meets Mark Antony, one of Rome's most powerful generals. She arrives in Tarsus on a magnificent gilded barge, dressed as the goddess Isis, captivating Antony with her beauty and political wit. Cleopatra and Antony's romance flourishes, blending passion and politics. They hold grand feasts, celebrate victories together, and share visions of building an empire that unites the East and West. Their bond grows deeper, even as the Roman Senate disapproves. Cleopatra gives birth to twins, Alexander Helios and Cleopatra Selene. She dreams of her children ruling both Egypt and Rome, further entwining the destinies of the two empires. However, their happiness is clouded by the growing power of Octavian, Caesar's adopted son. The forces of Mark Antony and Cleopatra clash with Octavian's navy in a decisive battle. Cleopatra watches from her ship as Antony's fleet is overwhelmed. Realizing defeat is imminent, Cleopatra orders a retreat back to Egypt. After the defeat at Actium, Antony falls into despair. Believing Cleopatra has betrayed him, he attempts suicide but fails. When he learns she is still alive, he is carried to her, dying in her arms as they share one final moment of love. Octavian approaches Alexandria, offering Cleopatra terms of surrender. Unwilling to be paraded through Rome as a prisoner, Cleopatra attempts to negotiate with him, but soon realizes her fate is sealed. Rather than submit to Octavian's rule, Cleopatra arranges for her death. She takes her final moments with dignity, allowing an asp, Egyptian cobra, to bite her. Her death becomes legendary, marking the end of Egypt as a free kingdom.